Hey guys, so we got, I'm at Platinum Rig 1. Lindsay Webster is here, and I believe she's still in second place for women behind Morgan McKay. She is on her third lap, I believe, and she just touched the last one, and she's back off running. So Ryan Atkins, her fiance, was right there watching. Yeah. Oh, yeah, hold on. I'm periscoping right now. Yeah. So we've got David Moore. Hey David, you are, oh, look, lots and lots and lots of wristbands here.
Lots of people not wanting to get riggy with it.
So, can you explain to people just really quickly about how the getting riggy with it works? A couple people were confused about, like, they lost the wristband, like, just what does the wristband mean for this race?
So getting riggy with it's kind of a little bit of an ode to our elite race and mandatory obstacle completion, and basically we're trying to see who can do as many rigs as they can, as many laps before they fail one. Obviously mandatory obstacle completion is a huge cornerstone of what we do, so this is kind of our way to sneak it in, you know, for a little bit of a challenge, especially with the rig. And so far it looks good. I think there's a handful of people that are probably lap 3, lap 4, or probably lap 3 so far that still have bands. That's pretty impressive. That means 5-6 rigs. Think about an average elite race, you know, where they have to do the rig twice.
Yep.
You know, these guys have done essentially, you know, a couple elite races already worth of rigs, which is super impressive. So it's going to be interesting to see how far it goes. I know Ryan said earlier he doesn't want anyone to go 24 hours.
Do you think anybody might, I won't say any names, might go a little slower pace but get all the rigs for 24 hours?
Yeah, maybe. I think, you know, I think there's different strategies, and I think that's one of the cool things about this challenge is it's kind of a, you know, inside of the normal challenge. You got people shooting for mile markers, you got people shooting for lap counts, you got people shooting for, you want to take the getting riggy with it home. So there's a lot of different things for people to challenge themselves with out here. You know, there's a lot of personal gains out here, if you will. So it's gonna be interesting.
Awesome.
Like I said, Ryan, real quick, Ryan said he doesn't want anyone to go 24 hours with their getting riggy with it. So he's thinking about ramping up the difficulty if anybody's flirting with that 24-hour. So we'll see how it
actually the man's right here. Ryan Atkins is taking on his own platinum rig design right now.
Nice.
Ryan can't help himself, even though he's race directing. He still just likes to show that he can do them all. Woo. So Ryan, what's your update from? I just heard we just talked about the getting riggy with it, but from a race director point of view, how's the race going so far?
Yeah, everything's going pretty well. I think everyone's finding the course a lot harder than they thought it would be, which is good because everyone's like, we talked to a few people who are like, yeah, you know, I did like 50 miles at WTM, I'm gonna come here and do 80, like no problem. And I'm like, yeah, really? And then I talked to them after a lap and they're like, yeah, we're gonna do 40 probably. So it's kind of funny seeing how people change that. But
so David said that if we have too many, you might change the rig configurations here on the Platinum rig at some point. Are you thinking you might change some rigs? Or?
Yeah. Good job, man.
Nice job.
Hey, tell your fiance thanks. She saved my A on the last lap.
Yeah.
Half my line, I couldn't see a damn thing.
So yeah, are you gonna change the rigs at all?
Yeah, we're gonna make it a bit easier, probably around midnight.
Okay.
Yeah, or I want to keep them hard because otherwise I think we got to have like the king of the rig or getting challenge made like so people do get knocked out a bunch before we start making it too easy.
Well, we saw an awful lot of wristbands over there.
We did, so that's a good sign.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, we'll probably update with you again, I'm sure, a couple more times.
Cool. Sounds good.
Thanks.